What do you do when the man that supported and led your life is no longer in sight? What do you do when COVID takes the life of your first and most precious love of all? You surrender. This is definitely the hardest video that I think I'll ever record. You know, I've tried several times to record this and I just couldn't do it without being emotional, and I don't think I could ever do it without being emotional. And so, you know, I just finally could do it today. But as you guys can tell by the title, I am going to discuss about, you know, grief and loss. So recently I lost my father to COVID. Something I never imagined happening. You know, no matter how safe we tried to be, it just took away the life of my first and most precious love of all. You know, I planned on making videos with my father because honestly he was the most supportive and just always loved anything that I would do, and especially with my YouTube. And so I planned for so long that I was gonna do videos with him, and it just sucks that this is the way I'm introducing him to this channel. But I know this pandemic has been very difficult for all of us, and especially for those that have lost their loved ones, because it is thousands and thousands of people, which is so sad. But I'm here to tell you guys that I know exactly how you feel. I know how difficult it can be, and for me, it's one of the most difficult things I've ever had to deal with, because I was super close with my father. He was basically my best friend, my biggest supporter, the man that has taught me everything about love. And it still feels very unreal that he's not here, that he won't be here. A lot of the things that I'm about to accomplish in life, and that was always my biggest fear. I have always, whenever I prayed, it would be one thing that I would always say, which is, you know, please allow me to accomplish all my goals while my parents are still here, so that all their hard work can feel like it was worth going through. And you know, I have no doubt that I've made my dad proud for the years I've had with him, and he expressed that a lot, especially during his last days. But there's still so much that I wanted to do, especially like retire him this year, because he was about to be 65, and you know, it just really destroys me that we couldn't make it. But I've just learned over the past year how much like we have to accept that there are certain things that are outside of our control, and him getting COVID and it taking his life away was one of the things that was really outside of my control. I just want to talk more about how I've been overcoming this, and it's more so because of everything that my father has taught me. So a little bit about my father. He was the most kindest, most lovable, most unconditional, loving soul I've ever come to know. I've never seen this man without a smile, and everybody can attest to that. Anybody that's known him within these 64 years, he always was smiling, no matter how hard his life got, no matter how many obstacles or challenges came his way. This man was always living in the moment, always being grateful for what he has, always treating everybody with the most love that he can possibly give. Even a stranger he will greet with a smile, always being the most kindest, purest person he can possibly be. And he was a man who had so much faith in the universe, faith that everything happens the way it's meant to happen. And I am just so grateful that I was able to have a father like him. Although I didn't get to experience him for as long as I wanted to, he's left me with a lifetime worth of memories and life lessons that I'm gonna remember and cherish for the rest of my life. And there's 4 main ones that I want to share with you guys today, especially for those who are struggling with grief and loss. These are the things that are going to help you get through the same thing I'm getting through now as we speak. My dad has truly taught me how to live in the moment. He has always told us and reminded us how tomorrow is never promised. And that is something we all know, regardless of what we believe in or if we believe in anything at all. We all know that there is a time we're all gonna have to leave this earth. And my dad always talked about that with us, you know, letting us know, like, live your best life, you know, do it right this second. If there's something you really want to eat right now, go eat that thing, because you don't know if you're going to be able to eat it tomorrow. If there's something you really want to watch right now, do right now, you know, launch a business, whatever it is that you want to do it right now, because our time is not promised to us. Tomorrow is not promised to any of us. And I've truly seen my dad live like that. Live as if tomorrow isn't promised. And I've read so many books lately which have taught me how to truly live in the moment, but now looking back, my dad has taught me that my whole life. And being present and living in the moment is honestly the only way your mind can be as peaceful as it can be. The thing my dad has taught me is how to be grateful for what I have. Much as we struggled financially, or I've seen my father struggle, he was always so grateful and happy for everything he had. He never really craved much more, and if he got it, you know, that's great, but like, he was always so grateful for every single thing he had. For his wife, for his kids, for his family, for his job, his faith, his religion, all of it. He was so grateful every single day. And I've come to learn that the more grateful you are in life, the more life gives you to be grateful for. My dad was the first person who's taught me that. The moment you start to feel like life is a blessing is the moment your life is gonna start to feel like one. Another thing that I have talked about before on my social media was how much my dad has taught me about love. And that is how to be loved, how to express love. He was everything about love. The love I've seen between him and my mother, I have yet to witness that within anybody else. And I'm not just saying that because they're my parents, but anybody that knows them, especially after my dad passed away, so many people reached out to me talking about how pure and unconditional their love was. I mean, the way they even looked at each other, the way he looked at her, the way they can read each other like an open book, I have yet to witness a love like that. And his love just was so contagious that I'm beyond blessed to have witnessed that, because their love resonates within me. It's a love that I've, you know, learned to give to myself, because honestly, it all starts with you. I am so full of love because of my father. The last and most important thing I feel like my dad has taught me is how to have faith and how to not ever lose it. My dad passed away from COVID, so he was in the ICU for 18 days. And the last 2 days, they had put him on the ventilator, and we are truly blessed that he was at a hospital where the doctors called us and allowed us to come see him before he was put on the ventilator. And my last 5 minutes with him, he was telling me and my mom, like, don't worry, I have God, and I'm gonna be okay. And for somebody to have that much faith, even during their last moments when the doctor is standing next to him telling him, you know, there's no guarantee you're gonna come back. I've never seen somebody so strong in their faith, and because of that, I will never lose faith. And, you know, truly having faith, and whether that's the universe, Buddha, Allah, whatever you believe in, having faith in it is the most important thing. You know, achieving whatever you want to achieve, you need to have faith that it's already yours. You know, what is meant for you will always be for you. And my dad has always reminded us of that. You know, whether it's a career you want, a degree you want, whatever it is, if it's meant for you and it's written to be yours, it will be yours. Many times as we're faced with obstacles, challenges, you know, moments where we think that we're not going to make it to the next day because today just feels so devastating, just continue to have that faith. Continue to believe that you're gonna make it through. You're gonna overcome whatever it is that you're facing right this second. And if it is the loss and grief, you know, of a loved one, somebody who's been in the love of your life, just know you will make it through. You will come out on the other side, you know, stronger and more resilient than you've ever been. I love my father. I'm gonna miss him with every breath I ever take. I pray that he's in a better place, you know, and still smiling like he's always smiled. And as painful as it is, I know that it gets easier, and all the things that my father has taught me will help me get through all of this, and I know that for a fact. And I really hope that these lessons will also help you guys get through whatever obstacles or challenges you guys may be facing right now or will face in the future. Definitely refer back to this video and remind yourself of those 4 things, right? Be grateful for what you have. Have faith that whatever is for you will always be for you, and never lose that faith. Love unconditionally, love yourself, love those around you, love the environment around you, love the world that you are so blessed to be in. Most importantly, live in the moment, be present. Every single second, be present, because tomorrow is not promised, not for you, not for me, not for anybody. So live like today is your last day and be the happiest you can possibly be. And with that, I'm going to end this video. I hope you guys can keep my father in your prayers, and that whoever this resonated with, I hope this really helps you guys out like it's helped me. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I hope God blesses you with all the patience, peace, and happiness you can truly acquire.